Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I got an absolute banger for you guys. So if you remember, I posted a video about a month ago that about Phibz, right, being a creep, because that is an understatement of the century. And you know, a lot of things have gone on right now, and a lot of big YouTubers have been talking about it, right, like Jidion, like I just threw up, and people are like almost trying to make excuses for this, right, and everything like that, right? Jidion, though, had her on his stream to talk about the different situation, the different aspects of the situation, trying to get, like, a full story. In that, he did not do a very good job, right, kind of going through the information, because it seemed like there was a lot more excuses going out than answers coming in. But in some of the new information that's come out, it's shown that Phibz is trying to act like an emotional support person to a child, alright? I'm not going to say the age, I'll pop the age up on the screen, but I can't say the age due to YouTube not liking that, as in my last video talking about EDP, it was age restricted due to the fact that I used the actual age of the victim that was in the video when he got exposed. Which I just want to say, I don't think I would be personally okay with my child of that age talking to a full-grown adult. I think that's very inappropriate, no matter if they're famous or what. I don't think that should be happening one bit. But the even more alarming part is that Phibz had only known this person for a couple days, like had only just been chatting with them for a few days on Discord. But to leave that all out of it, to act like a therapist to a random kid is definitely not appropriate at all. You don't know this person, right? You shouldn't be talking to them about their problems because they are underage. You know what I memean? That you shouldn't even be negotiating or talking with them or nothing, right? You should just ignore them. Like, for example, she texts "damn," and then the random kid goes, "sorry for the random dump, man." I'm like, and then Phibz replies with, "nah, you're good. You just need someone to talk it out to, and I'm good for that," and giving relatable advice, and they can't even spell it properly. Jesus. That was before continuing. "It's okay. Thank you so much for caring about me. It generally means a lot." And then they ask, "are you okay though?" To where the person goes, "yeah, just a little drained V with a heart thing." To which he continued, "fair, if you ever want to chit chat about it anytime, just let me know." Which I don't think is okay at all. In this next bit, they go over Virgil Yumi, or whatever hell I think it's called, where a person, like, pretends to be in a relationship with a fictional character, is the best way that I can sum it up. I could be wrong on the term, you know, let me know if I am. I'm pretty sure that's what that means, though. But they continue to talk about a conversation with another, you know, minor about this stuff, and brings this up. Like, this whole conversation is just weird. It's funny how you're a Virgil Yumi, but I'm basically him. I think it's kin to him. I love Virgil. Sorry, I was tweaking out about him last night. Forgot half the shit I did with my, and then the rest of it's cut out, which, what's her name, replies with LMAO. For someone went, "oh shit, never mind, I remember what I did." But I just find it weird that for someone who constantly says that they're not hoping anything happens with minors, and they're not doing anything with minors, and they're not being weird with minors, why would you say this weird stuff to a minor? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I think it's very inappropriate. And then if you think it can't get any worse, it manages to get worse, because Phibz was also caught sending thirst traps to a Discord that is 95, I'd say, percent full of minors. I think the worst part, though, is that she goes, "here, take a break from all the ugly hoes in GC for a second." Like, okay, so we're taking a break from you, I guess, because I'm gonna tell you, you were definitely one of those ugly hoes, okay? Not to be mean, but definitely. If you were a pedo, you an ugly hoe. To which you have these young kids replying with, "I love the piercing." And someone went, "me?" And that someone is literally Phibz talking to another child, okay? Like, this is just insane. How is this, like, not stopped? How does this person still have a platform? And then again, her comment too is also really disgusting when you think about it, because the other hoes that she's referring to in this Discord are literally her minor fans, okay? Like, seriously, like, they're literally her minor fans. So she's calling her fans, first of all, hoes, and calling her minor fans hoes, because I doubt she's talking about other adults in this Discord posting thirst traps. I don't know many adults that are joining Phibz's Discord to post thirst traps for minors. And the torture doesn't stop there with the thirst traps. I know, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to bleach your eyes out after, I know, I'm sorry. But these were thirst traps that were sent directly to a minor in their DMs. In these messages, she continues to say, "You're fine," to a message that I couldn't see the top part of. And then she sends some photos of herself, and then Vance says, "Is all good," and then Perongle, which is Phibz, says, "This is both in character and out of character. Yeah, just a tired, long day." Which there's more than just that for the messages, alright? Because afterwards, the kid asked if Phibz was okay, and Phibz replies with this. "Just bored and a little left out since I feel like I'm the only one constantly wanting to RP, plus then I feel like I'm majorly annoying." Which, again, if you want to roleplay, go find some other adults to roleplay with you. You should not be roleplaying with literal children. In these next messages, you can see she goes, "Let's RP," right? And she replies with, "You promise?" And he goes, "Yes, okay, we can just RP in VC. I just want to call." Which Phibz replies with, like, a more, I guess, like, angrier tone. "Don't lie to me just to get me in VC." And the person goes, I never said I promise." Which gets replied with, "I don't play around with shit like that," right? Which the person then replies with, "I'm sorry." Before Phibz replies with, "I'm already tired. Don't get me with this shit," or something like that. Which I also understand the excuse that people are coming with, that, you know, she is on the spectrum, you know, she doesn't know what she's doing, right? And that was kind of the role that Jidion was trying to play with this situation. But at the end of the day, people like to forget that she has high functioning autism. You know, here's the, you know, definition for it. But at the end of the day, I don't think even if you are on the spectrum, it's an excuse. You know, like, someone should be teaching you that you need to date someone your age. Like, I don't really know what to say to this. Because honestly, even in, like, real life, I hear this a lot, and I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's a valid excuse. So, yeah, that's just my opinion on it. And then there's these messages, like, of a child talking about doing drugs and how they used to put, like, stuff in their cuts at the age of so-and-so. You guys can read all this. I'm not reading it out loud just because it's very disgusting, and I personally don't want to read that. But even as he says this stuff, you know, she doesn't care. Like, Phibz is like, ooh, like, liking it. Like, it's not okay. Like, that is inappropriate, disgusting, and borderline not okay at all. Like, this person should not have social media. They should be in jail. And really, that's just my final statement on this situation, really, because it's just disgusting. And all I can really say is that if you are someone who thinks that she is innocent, I personally don't want you on my page, and I personally don't want to talk to you or have anything to do with you, because obviously you don't have your head on straight. And Jidion, you know, I've been watching your videos for a hot minute now, but I definitely think that you need to go back and retouch up on this situation. And you need to keep yourself busy, because all these interviewing pedophile stuff is really not turning out good for you. Stick to your normal content. Quit interviewing pedophiles that you've caught and things like that, because really it's doing nothing. It's doing nothing. Like, you have just caused more problems for yourself than you needed. Which I also want to say, I don't hate Jidion for this. You know, everyone has a bad take. Everyone has a fuck up here and there. But I do think that he definitely did mess up on, you know, trying to figure out if Phibz was innocent or not without really doing a deep dive. But, you know, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. There's going to be better content coming out soon, not talking about this type of stuff. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, gang. And if you guys don't see this video, well, it means YouTube took it down.